Stop complaining.
Ha! What, Alan?
Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. Ha! Let's get it started in here.
Yeah. Running. Oh my god.
No. Do that on your own time, Vampy.
Many noises.
Turtle just
Anyway.
Or at least mute while you're doing it.
Anyway, welcome to episode 98 of the Beyond Pixels podcast. Today we're talking about hospital or injury stories. If you guys didn't know, that's what I figured out we're going to talk about today because it's been an interesting week.
Oh yeah.
Even though last week we were talking about world geography being this week.
Slight problem.
Yeah, we were thinking of that, but I don't think there would be enough to talk about with that.
This turned out to be a better topic. Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to go back and watch
Just
that
between me
episode.
and Turtle.
If it
Yeah.
wasn't for what you're about to talk about, I would
Also,
figure
you
that
all
this
need to go back and
podcast
watch that episode on
started.
YouTube. Go and subscribe to Turtle Dude's
Watch
YouTube
me
channel.
argue with Turtle for half an hour about what is north and what is south.
Go watch that
Watch
episode.
Vampy
And then come back here.
Job.
Yeah, I took
he
over
did it
Silver
well.
King's job.
Did it well too.
It was a great episode.
That was
very best.
Are
I
you
was
starting to
constant-
wonder why I have so much gray?
I'm not great yet. I'm
And
still.
that's
also
just
why I
crazy.
haven't quit
You're
drinking
gray
yet?
because you drank bleach.
I don't have a
Oh
lot
my
of gray.
God.
I don't have
Okay,
very many gray at all.
I'll have you know, I've cut back. Okay?
I'm drinking bleach.
On drinking bleach?
We have talked
Okay.
about this off stream. I've cut back.
He
On
cut back on
drinking
drinking bleach. Got it.
What the fuck?
You know that's not healthy for you, right?
I just
Oh,
do
I
a
had
little
to
bit
go
at a
shoot
time.
away
bro.
my child. What the fuck did I
Okay.
miss?
Okay, I guess like one drop
circuitry drinks
might not kill
Please
you,
cut
but
down,
it's
man.
still not healthy.
No, it's not healthy, but man, oh man, it's a shock to the system once you do.
Did you also eat the Tide Pods?
No, I never ate the Tide Pods. I couldn't bite
The
through
blue
them.
ones are the best.
I couldn't bite through them. That's the problem.
What
Yeah, I'm pretty
color
sure the
brand
shock is
your
called
favorite?
shutdown of your nervous system.
Anyway, this all has
What
to
a
do with
clean out.
today's episode somehow because we're
Yeah,
talking
it
about
does.
Crayon is your
we're
favorite
talking about the
tissue line.
hospital or injury
Or surgery.
stories.
That's an
So-
idea.
So, Vampy, have you ever spent a night in the hospital?
Honestly, no. The only hospital visit I ever happened was because I locked my knees and fainted in a bookstore. Here's the opening line to that report that was made. I was in mystery when I heard the thud. It sounds
Okay,
like the
Turtle.
opening to a fucking book.
That's great.
Are you asking?
That's
Are you
great.
asking? Have we ever been to the hospital ourselves, or have we been a patient at a
Hello,
hospital?
Rickseed. Have you ever been in the hospital? And primarily, we're asking on this round, have you ever spent the night in the hospital? And this is all as a patient, not
As a patient.
someone else
okay.
being there for you.
Okay. No, I've never been a patient in the hospital. Thank the Lord in heaven.
For anything at all.
No, I've
Like never been to the ER or walk-in, nothing like that?
No, I've been to urgent care, but that's about it.
Okay. We're going to skip over me and we'll come back to me because I have like a long story for this. So I want to get to everyone else first. Sobi, you ever spent the night in the hospital?
Oh, I'd probably have to think about it. I mean, there was that one time I lost my hand.
What?
We had no idea.
Oh my God, it's
Wow.
rainbows? Bro, I haven't seen you in years.
His
Sorry,
first time in the
wait.
hospital
Sobi,
was the day that
Sobi,
Only Nubs was made.
Yeah, join only nubs.
Sobi,
Yeah.
Oh,
if you lost your hand, did you ever find it?
No,
fucking
the doctor
God.
wouldn't give it back.
Did some?
Turtle,
No
I
one
will
gave you a
go on
hand.
Podcast, I will
No one
fucking
gave you a
kill
hand at all. That is so
I'm in the
shitty of the
You're
hospital
going into
system.
the morgue.
Anyways, yeah, I was in the hospital one other time for that, and that was when I got a piece of glass stuck in my foot.
Ew.
That was
Ouch.
Ow.
So yeah, it was curved, so it needed to be surgically removed. They couldn't pull it out.
Oh.
It was curved like a certain animal's anyway.
No.
Yeah, Mom,
It was
you ever
a
been in the
round
hospital before?
Piece of glass.
Yes, I've been to the hospital many times.
I know.
Uh,
You want to tell any
see.
stories about that? And the fact that you're a
Tonight?
Well, you
fucking
wouldn't be
cyborg?
here if she wasn't in the hospital, bro.
okay.
Okay,
so,
I'm not counting giving birth because that's just
No.
a given.
yeah. Okay. Well, I was in the hospital as a baby with meningitis. I was in the hospital 3 times giving birth. I was in the hospital with meningitis as an adult when I had my hysterectomy. When I injured my foot, and yes, as Turtle mentioned, I'm a cyborg. I have 2 batteries and 4 wires on my back for pain control. They're called neurostimulators.
We're going to
And-
medical school right now.
Yes, you damn right.
Oh, boy.
And I was a
Goddamn
patient.
right.
I was a patient in the hospital today because I tried to cut my fucking finger off.
Stop listening to your son.
I did. I tried to. I'm packing. I'm moving. I'm leaving South Carolina next Thursday, driving to Wisconsin. And I was packing a box from the bathroom, and I threw a bunch of old razors in there. I thought they all had the little plastic guard on them. And I reached in there to readjust one, and my finger just started gushing blood. And I was like, "Oh shit!" So
Oh, you tried to get rid of your
Yeah.
fingerprints.
That just sounds
Just
like a sock
one.
trap.
just my ring finger, just my ring finger on the
You
left
have
hand.
to reach through the razor blades to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
the key.
I didn't get the key.
Your
choice.
I didn't get
Hated all
the
the
key,
Saw movies.
but the
Oh, I love the Saw movies.
I love them. I have every single one except Jigsaw. I don't have that one yet. I need it. But Bella went to the hospital with me today, and the doctor came in, and they washed it and everything, and said yeah, it's
Lightly
a pretty
called you
good cut.
dumbass.
No. He said be careful. He said don't play with razors anymore. And I was like, but why? So
You did not
Why?
say that.
I did.
Turtle
I'm like,
would
but
say the
why?
exact same
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
This
I can
this
see it.
Where do you
doctor.
think I got it
listen,
from?
Yeah, you're
This
Turtle's
doctor
mom, all
was
right.
so funny. Duh. This doctor was so funny and sarcastic. He said he was getting ready to put the super glue in there, and he said, it's going to sting. It's going to burn. I said, okay. And he pushes it down and just starts rubbing, and the glue's not coming out. And I'm like, yeah, that hurts. He's like, the glue's not even out yet. I was like, well, shit, that hurts. I didn't say shit, but I said, well, dang, that hurts. So then the glue came out, and I was like, yeah, that does sting. And he walked past Bella, and he said, dramatic. It was so funny.
Oh, that's
It
great.
was so funny.
Then he comes back to you and he's just like, well, ma'am, I'm sorry you didn't make the cut, but in this case you did.
Yeah, right.
I want to leave already.
Why?
Well, it's
Just
like my
children
father's
with
favorite
license.
shirt to see the cardiologist. It literally
Huh?
says, "How I like to cut carbs" with a pizza cutter image on it.
Oh. Yes.
Okay.
Hell
So-
yeah.
That's pretty much all of your basic stories, right?
Pretty
I mean,
much.
I do want to make a note about the one time that you saw monkeys hanging from the blinds.
Okay. Let me talk about that. Okay.
Excuse
Does
me?
anybody? Do y'all know what ketamine is?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
The pain disease I have is called complex regional pain syndrome. We're going to school again. Okay. And one of the treatments for it is ketamine infusions. It doesn't work for everybody. Some people it can reprogram the brain because it's a miscommunication between my brain and my nerves. So my body thinks I'm in pain 100% of the time all over. So I went in to try this ketamine infusion. It was a 4-hour thing, just a little bag of ketamine slowly in my vein. Nice, quiet, dark room. And I'm drifting off to sleep, and the doctor would wake me up every often and say, so how are you feeling? It didn't work for me. I still was hurting. I'm like, it still hurts. And I said, why are... Yeah. I said... And I pointed at the blinds and I said, why are they laughing at me? and he just ignored it and asked me a little while later. And when I woke up, my husband at the time said, "What did you mean? Why were they laughing at you?" I said, "The monkeys that were swinging on the blinds were pointing and laughing at me." So ketamine made me hallucinate.
Yo, where can I get this drug? I need this.
No,
On
we
the
do
scene,
not.
It's called Special K.
We do not
don't wanna do
condone doing drugs. We are talking
No.
about things done in medical practice by
do
licensed
do not
medical
do it.
people. So don't do illegal things. That we are in no
No.
way condoning that.
No.
We
Anyway,
are all joking
I just
here.
the first thing that popped into my mind is imagine if you were watching Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas on ketamine.
Never heard of it.
So,
I
anyway.
don't know that show.
Anyways,
we're gonna be done
Oh.
talking about that.
You gotta
Stealth,
see
Okay.
it.
have you ever been to the hospital for anything?
Never spent a night in the hospital. I mean, the only time I've gone recently is back in like 2019 when I had what we believed to be COVID before it even like was announced. But that wasn't exactly an interesting story. Now, the interesting part was when my 7-month pregnant wife had to march into my workplace and tell them he's not going in today. He's hacking up his fucking lungs outside and drug a manager out to see me keeled over in pain.
Oh my gosh.
Jesus.
Do
Wow.
not fuck with my wife.
She sounds like a badass.
She is.
Yeah. Okay, so now we go back to me and my stories of being in the hospital.
Oh boy.
When I was really young,
Yay.
I don't remember what exactly happened, but I know I was chasing a dog. I was out at a farm, chasing a dog.
At our friend's
They
house.
had a delivery going on, so they had a little I think it was like a straight truck with
Yeah.
a ramp going out the back. I run under the ramp chasing the dog. I think my dad calls me. I stand up, turn around, boom.
Yep.
Hit my head on the thing. I have a scar on my forehead from that.
Still, he was 3.
Yeah. I have vague memory of that. That might be my earliest memory.
Yeah,
the
you
scar
were like
parallel
3
Off
years
his
old.
head after that concussion.
No, it's like vertical, right in the center of my head.
Yeah,
Oh, it's vertical?
right
Yeah.
where the lightning bolt would be if he was,
Because
Yeah.
I'm remembering.
It's
Okay.
You're a dumbass,
Honestly,
Tony.
I thought that was just a part of your scalp.
Oh no, that's a scar.
Thank you, Sobi.
Yeah.
So we had that. I have an interesting story from when I had my wisdom teeth pulled out.
Oh,
I was
God.
I had to get knocked out for that. They pull my wisdom teeth. I'm waking up and they have me in the recovery bed right across from the nurse's station. And I'm just looking at her like, why are you staring at me?
And you called me
Wait.
on the way home thinking you were dead.
You had your
He
wisdom.
died.
Oh my god.
He was so messed
Wait,
up
wait.
from the anesthesia,
Wait,
he really
you
thought
had-
he was dead.
You had your wisdom teeth pulled out at a hospital? I went
Yes,
to a
because
dentist
they-
office.
My wisdom
I went-
teeth were wrapped around my jaw,
They
so
were-
it had to be surgically removed.
Yeah, I had-
mine
yeah,
had to be
I had
surgically
the same.
removed too, but
Yeah.
I was having all
I-
4 pulled at once.
mine
Not
Not
too.
every
Yeah.
dentist. Not every
I
dentist has
haven't
the
gotten
equipment
all
necessary to
4
surgery.
And
Right.
and also
Yeah.
depending on how complicated it is, they have to surgically go in, cut your gums apart, and almost
And-
break your freaking jaw to pull them out.
Yep.
Which
I
is
have
well
the
beyond
same.
their
It's not
scope.
fun.
Didn't you
Yeah.
have yours
Well,
done
I
same
mean,
place
it's
as
great
me,
when you go
Turtle?
to sleep and wake up.
I have no clue.
Marcia?
Oh no, dude. I was still waking.
Yeah.
I was still in the midst of waking up after my wisdom teeth surgery. My mom had already taken me out to the truck and put me in the passenger seat, and I'm just leaning against the window, and I'm groaning and moaning, and a little kid walks by me and just hears me, and all of a sudden, I remember the look in his eye. He was just like, like, "Mama, what are
So-
we?" Like I scared the shit out of the kid.
After
Wow,
that
it
one,
was so funny.
a few years later, during the COVID shit, like I think this was 2021. I don't remember exactly when it was anymore. I'd have to actually
It's like-
look back
it's
at my
like
medical
8.
records. But
Oh, I know. Yeah.
I got bit by a tick, got Lyme's disease, was sick, had my heart completely shutting down, and my whole body was
Yeah.
shutting down. I ended up getting and this one is I'm sure I've told some of you guys part of this before. I drove myself to the hospital to one doctor because I called to make an appointment that day with the only doctor available. at the place
Yeah.
that covered my insurance. And I get there, and they're like acting as though I have COVID because I have a lot of the same symptoms. I'm just like tired, weak, and can't stand, basically. They get me in, and almost immediately they're struggling to get my heart rate with the machine because my heart rate was so low. So I'm just already like, what the fuck is going on? Is the machine just broken or what's going on? Just thinking that to myself. I wasn't talking much.
I can imagine.
They
He couldn't,
finally
he was
realize,
tired.
oh shit,
Yeah.
you have Lyme's disease.
Yeah.
Like almost a guarantee. So they shipped me off to the emergency room to get me starting to get taken care of there. And they had to ship me from that hospital to another hospital an hour away, hour and a half away almost, to get a wire put in my neck. So I have a scar on the side of my neck with that where that wire went in. I was in that hospital for 10 days. Found out my heart almost completely stopped while they were putting the wire in. And if you didn't know, a heart rate monitor only shows a 20-second window. So if you don't have a heartbeat for 20 seconds, it's basically a flat line. And you can only at that point tell if someone has like a less than 5 beats per minute if that machine randomly pops one up every couple screens. And that's what it did for me apparently while I was getting the wire put in. I ended up in that hospital for 10 days. That was fun. Fun time.
One time.
Then just this Saturday, I was
Yeah.
DJing at the bar, like I always do every Saturday. I just felt way out of it. Like earlier in the day, I had like my whole left side was sore, my upper body and everything. So I was like using some fucking lidocaine, took some Tylenol, went to DJ. I was like way the fuck out of it, and I didn't even drink anything. And I was playing for like an hour and a half, and I just told the bartender like, "Hey, I gotta pack up and go. I can't do this tonight." I get on my way home. Then I couldn't breathe. Looked at my watch. My heart rate was like 130 while I'm sitting down driving. Can't fucking breathe. So I flip fucking U-turn, go back to the hospital, go in there. They do a bunch of fucking tests. I'm sitting in this bed, barely able to fucking breathe for like an hour. Finally calms down, and they're like, well, we did a bunch of blood tests and shit, and everything came back fine. So, and whatever it is, cleared itself up. So go home. So then, and this part has nothing to do with medical, but I still have to add this into the story because it's fucking insane that this all
God.
happened in one night.
I assume it's funny.
Yeah. It's now.
So
It wasn't funny then.
I you know, my DJ equipment is all in a small trailer, or was at that time. I have a bigger trailer now.
Yeah.
So I'm driving back home. I get 5 miles from home. I'm going 70 on the highway like I always do. I start hearing bump, 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 bump. Like, what the fuck is that? So I start slowing down to stop and on the side of the road and check out whatever the fuck's making this noise. And then I hear boom, clank. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I get pulled off on the side of the road as fast as I fucking could then. Walk around my trail and I'm like, where the fuck is my fender and where the fuck is my tire?
On,
Like,
wait, on the car or the
shit.
trailer?
On the trailer. I blew a
Okay.
tire on the trailer and it ripped the fucking fender right off, tossed it into the fucking side of the road. So I run back, get the fender, get it on, call Lefty, and I'm like, hey, you know, I know I said I was going to be home at like 3, but I just blew a tire on the trailer. And I don't have my tools with me, so
Hearing that.
he was drunk.
My response was, well, you're having one fucking hell of a night.
Yeah.
True.
Left DJing at midnight just to get home at 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Because
what
I
the
had
hell?
to I had to limp the trailer like half mile to get it off the highway because I'm not going to leave that trailer with all that equipment in it sitting on the side of the highway. So I pulled into someone into a business's
Oh, God damn it.
sort of. So it's a place that does window repairs, but it's a farm, and they do like car window repairs and stuff. So I pulled off in their driveway, dropped the trailer, drove the 5 miles home, picked him up, grabbed my toolbox, went back. It took us another 20 minutes to fucking swap the tire. Limped that fucker home because the spare tire for the trailer was also pretty flat and weak. Get home at like 4:15 in the fucking morning. I go to sleep, and I had already fucking set up to sell that trailer because I was buying a new one the next day, a little bit bigger one.
That did not go
Well,
well.
That old trailer is still sitting in my driveway because it's kind of hard to sell with a missing fender. The new fender is sitting in the fucking living room right now. Yeah, that's what spurred the idea for this episode, because fucking Saturday was insane.
Yeah,
But
no,
I had
got
to-
go
I-
to the hospital today.
I got to sleep at like 4, almost 5 in the morning, and I had to wake up at 8:15 to drive an hour and 15 minutes each way to go get the new trailer.
Yeah.
God, that fucking sucked. I was tired.
And the moral of the story: keep a pit crew in the trailer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But now I've got
Moral of the
a
story.
much bigger trailer that's gonna work for me for a long time now.
I can't wait to see it.
Well, and you're forgetting the only reason you had to pick me up was because you took your toolbox out of your car and just didn't think you'd need it, so you didn't put it back
Yeah,
in.
I literally looked at my fucking main tools, or my spare tools that I always keep in the car, and was like, I'm not gonna need them tonight. I never need them. The one
Oh,
fucking
night
time I
you-
did need them.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh.
wow.
Have them even if you don't need them. That's how it always works.
Better to have it and not
Yeah.
need it than need it and not have it. That's the rule.
Yep.
Well,
yeah.
Well, now
You
from now on, I'm
and
gonna
your
keep
mother-
my basic set in the car, but I'm also going to keep my I'm gonna get a lug wrench, like one of those star ones that
I think I have
How's
one
the
in
4 different
garage for
sizes?
you. I'll be looking in the garage this weekend, so
okay.
I'll see if I
Yeah.
have one.
So that's my story from Saturday. Fun time.
Mhm.
Is that all your stories
you
from
and
the
your
hospital?
mom just have
Yeah, that's
problems
that's
staying
basically
healthy.
all of them.
Yes.
I mean, I did go to the hospital
Weak
one
immune
other time
system.
about a year ago. I thought my heart was fucking giving up or something because I had the worst fucking pain in my chest. And they're just like, oh, it's just a really bad case of heartburn. And I'm like, oh, that's what that feels like. Okay.
Oh,
Cool.
I forgot about that time in the hospital for me.
Yeah. I drove to the hospital one day on a Saturday, I think. Went to the ER and they were just like, that's it. And keep this in mind. After the Limes, every single time I go to the ER or the walk-in or anything like that, I'm not ever going to end up, because the hospital I go to for that has dual, the ER and urgent care are both the single check-in, and they decide based on symptoms which one to put you in. Well, I'm always going to end up with fucking ER because of my history of
Because
Lyme's.
history. Yeah.
And I'm always going to end up with an EKG being done. So I tell them, like, yeah, I'm used to this. I know how it goes. You got to put all the fucking little tabs on me and have me sit
At
there
least,
still.
at least you don't damn near pass out when they draw your blood now.
Oh, I almost did this time because I was so tired suddenly.
Yeah.
And she was sucking like 6 vials out. And I'm like, God damn, how much do you need?
Excuse me? She was what?
Okay, I call, when you're getting blood drawn
They're blood
at a
suckers.
hospital, I call them vampires.
Yeah.
Because
you were calling
those-
them vampires.
And when you're in the hospital, like for multiple days, they are definitely vampires because they come in the middle of the fucking morning at like 3 or 4 in the morning, wake
Yep.
you up and be like, hey, we've got to draw some blood. It's like,
You wanna know-
motherfucker.
The worst time. Okay, I forgot one of my hospital stays, and that was when I had a bleeding ulcer and was missing over half my blood. And when I got to the emergency room, they took 6 tubes of blood, and then they came in and said, "You really needed that, and we shouldn't have taken it."
Why?
They didn't know I had a bleeding ulcer. I didn't know I had a bleeding ulcer. I had no outward symptoms. And
This is
I
why
just
every
felt
hospital in
very
the country
tired.
needs a house.
I felt very, very tired. So I drank a Dr. Pepper and ate I believe, a Snickers bar, and got Bella in the car, and we drove to the hospital. And then I spent like 10, 12 days. I don't remember. So yeah, and I got
Nice.
6 bags of blood. It was so much fun.
I think
Oh,
the
that's
most blood I've
helpful
ever
to see
donated
in
was
comparison.
9 vials.
I don't.
Oh, wow.
I don't even know
donate
if
blood
I'm.
as often as possible.
Well,
I
not
don't even know
donate,
if I
but
can
mean,
donate blood.
I didn't donate
No,
blood, but I
you
did
can't.
donate plasma.
I know most of the
Yeah.
places won't let me donate plasma without going through an outrageous fucking long process and getting all my medical
Yep.
records, and it's just not worth it.
Well, yeah, the way they did it was they just prick your finger and check your protein content.
Yeah, for me,
Yeah, your
To-
hemoglobin.
for me to
Mhm.
donate plasma, they have to get approval from
Because of the lines.
a separate doctor to say yes, it's safe and there's not going to be any bad effects by him donating plasma, and his plasma will be good.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, 'cause you're never
it's-
rid of Lyme's.
actually, that's wrong. I am rid of it.
Really?
Yes,
You are rid of Lyme's.
it is. It is only the effects of Lyme's if you have it for a long
that
time.
last.
that don't go away.
Ah. Okay.
The actual bacteria that causes it,
disappears.
as soon as you're done with that, you're done with it.
Ah. So it's just the
Yes, I'm
lasting effects
curious.
from it. Hmm.
How many people here know their blood type?
Me,
I do
I don't
not
remember. I've already
Yeah, I
Do you
forgotten.
know my blood type?
I believe you're
Me?
A positive. I want to say
Oh.
you're A positive. I'm O positive.
You know, this reminds me of a story.
Oh,
This person is a first responder, I think, and they're asking, or no, they're not a first responder. They're the partner or the kid of someone that gets injured and is losing a lot of blood, and the first responders like, we need to know their blood type. What's their blood type? I don't know. I'll ask them, and all they say is B positive, and it's like, oh, but I need your blood type. Don't tell me to be positive. I need your blood type so we can save you.
My blood type is B positive, dummy.
I always thought the reason people did that was because they saw John Q so much. It's just like, we're both B positive, our tissues match. Denzel Washington is a good actor.
Anyway, any other like injuries? So maybe not a
Okay,
hospital.
it's not a hospital.
I have one more actually that I just thought of.
Yeah, okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Colonel, fuck's sake.
So
Me and him could do a
I don't know-
whole segment for
I don't
hours.
know
Yeah,
how
at
old
this
I
point,
was.
this is the Turtle and Mama podcast.
I don't know how old I was, but I was jumping on my bed, and this was in a trailer house. So
Oh.
a shittily made trailer house. I was jumping on the bed. My foot slipped between my bed and the wall, and I ended up with a nail slicing my foot.
Yeah, you were. I believe it was before you started school, so you would have been like 4, maybe 5.
Yeah, that was a
I don't
Fun
like
time.
this podcast anymore.
why? Because all you have is, oh, I'm missing an arm, and me and my mom have, oh, we almost died like 6 times together.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it's not that. So I don't watch the movie Saw because I hate blood.
Oh, you
So
would have
do I.
not liked to see my finger today.
Oh,
Even when
oh,
the
okay.
accident happened with my arm, there was no blood because it was
This-
cauterized.
This just
Wow.
reminded me of a non-hospital visit, but like 8 years ago, I think. We were going to be waking up to drive for a funeral, I think. And I was working on, I was working on my servers, and one of my servers had a malfunction that was causing it to electrify everything. So I kept shocking myself trying to fix it. I walk into my mom's room, I'm like, Mom, my nose is bleeding. because my fucking nose just started gushing suddenly. I was bleeding everywhere, and I never get nosebleeds, so I don't know what the fuck to do. So I go in,
My
and
ass,
she
I got a
fucking passed the
nosebleed with
fuck
me.
out. That's the first time I've gotten a nosebleed in like 8 years.
Oh, that fucker didn't stop.
No,
I
it
was
fucking
passed
didn't.
out.
But yeah, I go in. My mom's passed the fuck out, and I just hear. I'm like, Mom, it's really bad. Like, "Ah." I go into the bathroom. I hold my head over the sink, and it's just drip, 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 drip. I go back to my mom, and I'm like, Mom, it's really bad. I'm gonna pass. Boom! Fucking fall on the bed. I
That
wake
woke
up
me up.
with a fucking vibration like 2 minutes later. I'm like, what happened? And I bled all over my only nice pair of pants too.
Was that at the apartment? That was at my apartment, wasn't it?
Yep.
I remember that. I think that was heavy medication regimen time. That's why I was passed out so bad. I remember that though.
You know, you woke up when I fucking passed out because I just dropped
Yeah.
like a rock.
Yep. Yeah.
I got really lightheaded from
Anyways.
that and just boom out. So anyway, anyone else have some other injury stories?
I got
Yeah,
lightheaded
I had
today.
one.
Yeah, out of everyone in my family, I've never had any like major injuries like that.
Yeah, I've never
You're
had a
so
broken
lucky.
bone. I've never really.
Ever-
had
I've ne-
one, so.
Ever
Okay, so
like
I've
crashed your bike when you were a kid and skinned your entire
Oh, yeah.
side of your face?
I mean,
Yeah.
I crashed it, and I haven't skinned my face.
Okay, so
with or
I've
without
never
the
broken a
helmet.
bone or had like a major injury, but like
Oh.
the worst one that ever
Forgot about that
happened to
one.
me.
Oh,
For fuck's sake, Turtle.
I mean, I've got something from elementary school.
It is
I
from
forgot
elementary
that I-
school, yes.
I forgot that I broke my right wrist twice. I'll tell that
Twice,
story in a
the
minute.
scaphoid bone. Yep.
How do you still
Two
have a
different
hand?
bones, actually.
Wait,
Anyway, sir, unless you guys want me to tell the stories about breaking my freaking wrist right now, then I can do that.
Twice.
Can you keep it
And the
short?
reason. And the reasons.
Yeah,
because
okay,
apparently
so
this
the
whole
first
episode
one-
is about you and how many injuries.
I
And
get injured
it's
a
almost
lot,
like a trophy case for
okay?
you.
We're very accident prone in my
No,
whole
for,
freaking
it's,
family.
for him, it's like an achievement. It's like an Xbox achievement. All right. Got Lyme's disease. Achievement acquired.
I tried to break the
Least
two
amount
big
of
toes
HP.
yesterday.
I could just
too.
see
Okay.
the Xbox logo popping up in the left-hand corner.
Okay, so
Achievement.
let me explain the two stories where I broke my right wrist.
And
The
explain
first
why.
one, I had basically been forced into this relationship, and this was 6th grade. This girl basically forced me to date her, and I was just like, okay, whatever, fine, that's cool. So I break up with her because I'm just done with it,
I broke up with her 4 years through a text message.
and then her mom freaked the fuck out, and
How dare you let your son break up with my daughter via a text message? She called me and it was just like that. Not kidding. So
And I
go
was like,
And
ahead.
now
What?
you understand why my son broke up with your.
I was what, like 11, 12 at the time.
yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, but me and her rode the same bus home from school every day. I'm sitting in the far back of the bus like I always do. She's like 3 seats ahead of me and opposite side of the bus. I was on the left, she was on the right. I can hear her very loudly talking shit about me, obviously loud enough that I can hear it. I get fucking pissed off about it, so I stand up. I'm ready to punch her, but like halfway through the punch, I'm like, that's a bad idea. So I just slam my hand like flat into the top bar of the seat.
The back of the
And-
seat. Yeah.
Immediate pain. I just sit there and fucking bitch her out for like 30 seconds. I go sit back down. I look at the guy sitting next to me. I'm like, I think I just broke my wrist.
Sure enough. Came home.
Then no, I let me tell this because fuck you. You were mean to me. I get
wasn't mean
home.
to you.
Yes, you
I
were.
deserved it.
Yes, you were.
Wow.
I get home. I tell my mom. I'm like, Mom, I think I broke my wrist, and she's like, you're fine. I roll my wrist, and it just pain She's like, no, you're fine. You're fine. I got stuff I got to do. So you were talking to someone or something. You had someone over or something. I don't remember what was going on there.
Actually, I was doing math with business apps on the computer. I remember. I was in college.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there on the couch, unable to move my fucking wrist for like 2 hours. And this was also the same night that I was supposed to have a choir concert.
Yep.
I'm sitting there with my hand down on the side of the couch like this with ice on it because I can't fucking move my wrist. And if I roll my hand over, it is just the excruciating pain.
Yeah.
Finally, she gets done with whatever the fuck she was doing and says, okay, let me take a look. Rolls my wrist. I scream. She's like, okay, we're going to the hospital.
Yep. Yep.
I'm like,
He broke
fucking
a little
finally.
tiny bone.
No,
Yeah.
no, this wasn't the little tiny bone. This was the buckle
this
fracture
was the
in the
buckle
long
fracture.
bone.
That's right. That's right. The other one was a scaphoid.
So, if you don't know what a buckle fracture is, it's basically think of a cardboard tube pushing on it until it literally just buckles and bulges out.
Yeah. He
I
hit it
did
with
that to my
much
bone.
force. Because he was so pissed at this stupid girl. So
Yeah. So that
So
happens.
pissed he hospitalized himself.
Then a few years later, I had some friends hanging out at my dad's house after
And a
school, and
girl.
I was,
tell the
yeah.
whole story.
No, I'm not explaining that part. But
We want to hear
I got pissed off. My dad has a pull-up bar in one of the doorways by the front door. So I'm sitting on the steps. They're all talking, and it just pissed me off. So I stand up. I run over to the fucking pull-up bar, jump up, do a backflip. My hands are sweaty, so I slip off, land on my right wrist, and it's like, oh, that hurts. Nowhere near as bad as the buckle fracture one, but it's painful. So I put ice on it. The next day, it hurts even more, and I'm like, okay, guess I'm going to the fucking doctor. Go to the doctor. They do the X-rays, and they're like, yeah, you shattered one of the tiny bones in your wrist. I'm like, cool. I don't think I have that bone anymore at all. I think my body just
No.
dissolved
Do
it
this.
because it shattered that bad and
How do you
splintered
do
everywhere in my
this?
hand. I have spent like a year and a half of my life with a fucking cast on my right wrist.
Yep. Yeah, because it didn't heal the first time. And this was during the summer too, this second time.
No, the second time was during the buckle fracture was almost at the end of
buckle
school.
fracture. Okay,
The second one was middle of winter.
That's right. Okay, it was the buckle fracture. We had
And I had a
it didn't-
cast on for the rest of the school year.
Yep. Yeah, because the second time you almost had to have surgery to put things back together in there. And when they did
Yeah.
I think you had it on for 4 weeks or something. They took it off, did x-rays and said, no, it's still messed up. We got to put the cast back on.
Yeah.
And I think
I
they
had-
did another 6
I
weeks
think
or
I had
something.
3 casts just for
Yes.
that one.
Yep. It was like 3 months, 4 months and
It
a
was
cast.
like half of the summer plus the last 2 months of school.
Yep.
I had a cast on my right wrist. That
Yep.
sucked, and that was my senior year. No, that was my
That was your junior year.
That was my senior year. That was my
it?
senior year that happened. Yeah, and I had the cast on for that one. I had it on for almost the entire school year because I broke it in like October.
Yeah.
And ended up with a cast
That's
on
right.
until like halfway, 3/4 of the way through the freaking school year. Doing
You
math,
didn't do your
doing
schoolwork.
calculus, doing fucking calculus with a cast on.
On the
Fucking
right hand
sucked.
when you're right-handed.
Yeah.
Calculus.
Anyway, I think that's all the stories I have about injuries. So, unless you want to count concussions, but let's
Yeah,
just say
you've
I
had
had
a
2
few of those.
concussions.
That ended his
I
football
already
career.
admitted to
I
it.
have
Nobody
one
here has any like
elementary
major
school.
injuries. Hospitalized or not, you should probably tell your concussion stories to pad time.
No. I've got something before we go into the concussions, because we've all probably had a concussion at once
Nope.
in our lives.
No.
You are lucky then.
Yes,
I've had
they
one.
Okay.
suck.
Yeah. Anyways, for me, I was in elementary school. You know, out in the playground, running around, and little did I know there was a cement hole that was very deep and had a little diving board, as I like to call it.
Oh.
I was
You're a
running around
cement
with
hole.
my one friend. Funny name. Funny name. I don't know if he'll ever see this, but I don't know if anyone he knows will ever see this. His name's Jeremy Wolf. I missed
was
it.
that?
Jeremy Wolf is his name. I
Okay.
missed the guy. But I tripped, I fell, and my knee decided, oh, look, there's a nice little hole. Let's go in.
Oh my gosh.
So I had a big chunk of my knee hanging off by maybe an inch wide and a few layers of skin on that inch.
Oh,
That's
oh my
it.
gosh.
I swear to God.
Is
it-
it was not
Is it
fun.
seriously that hard to not fucking injure yourself?
Yes.
I was
Yes.
in elementary school.
And first
Very
of all,
hard.
with my story, it's not my fault.
It could never be
My-
your fault, circuitry.
Cutting my finger today wasn't my fault either.
You're the one that reached
No,
into
it
the
was
fucking
my
box.
hand.
It wasn't my
razors.
fault at all.
I
Mama,
didn't
that was just
pick 'em up.
irresponsible.
I thought it
Anyway,
all
circuitry,
had covers
continue.
on them. I'm gonna go cry in the
Bambi.
corner.
You're already in a
Let's say
corner.
he's done with his-
Anyway.
Oh my God.
Damn it.
Oh man, I'm trying to think if this was third grade or fourth grade. It was definitely in the early to mid 90s for me. Keep in mind, I'm an old fuck. But
Not as old as me.
okay, so for context, just so you all understand, during recess,
Oh.
everyone else is playing on the playground, but in the corner of the playground, like towards the back wall, you know where the fence is, and there's a giant concrete wall with fence. There are a bunch of trees, and they're like old oak trees. And they have caterpillars in them. So me and my friends, we'd go into the circle of trees, and we'd try and see who could get the most caterpillars before they call recess. So that was our game.
You were allowed
Let's
to
see
be
who
there,
we can-
right?
What?
Like this was within the playground area, right?
Yeah, it was within the playground. We
Okay.
were within teacher. Like if the teacher told us to come back, we'd come back. But they
Okay,
at least
so
saw us.
The way you put it, you made it sound like you're running out of school bounds just to collect cat.
No. It was within school grounds. It was still on the playground, but it was in like the back, like the furthest back corner of the playground.
Okay.
There were a bunch of trees back there, and keep in mind these are big trees, really thick trunks. All right,
All right, I already don't.
you know,
like where
probably
this is
about
going.
I'd probably guess 6-7 feet in diameter. But we would gather caterpillars. So one of my friends, I'm not gonna say her name, but she had the bright idea of seeing if she could knock some of the caterpillars from the top of the tree down to the bottom of the tree so she could get more.
Oh my goodness.
She picked up a rock that was about 3 to 5 pounds heavy,
Oh gosh.
and she threw it up into the air. And this rock had a bald point. And the bald point came right down on top of my head.
How?
And
Wow.
it hurt, but I shook the pain
Oh,
off
just reminded
because I
me.
was so angry at her for throwing a rock at me. She said, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit you." And that was the last thing I heard before I started chasing her. And then I started feeling dizzy, and I started to slow down and fall down to one knee. And all the kids started saying, "He's bleeding." And so I took my
Oh.
left hand, I put it on top of my head and just covered my whole scalp. Or, yeah, on top of my head. I brought it back. It looked like ketchup was all over my hand.
Oh my
You
gosh.
should lick it.
Circuitry.
And
Continue. You reminded me of another story I have.
oh jeez, Louise.
You can say it at the end of the
I will finish it.
podcast.
I will finish it. I did not crack my skull. There was like,
Good.
except for a scar, there was no further injury to me, no brain damage or anything. My mom and dad came to the school. They picked me up. They took me home. I took a bath. We washed the blood out, and basically I just went to
I
bed
know which
after
one
that.
you're about to talk about. Staples.
Yep.
I don't know how much of it you remember.
I feel like you're
actually.
gonna write a book
So,
before the end of your
Me and
career.
him
okay.
could, yeah.
So,
Yeah, this
God.
this subwoofer is still at my dad's house somewhere, unless he finally threw it out.
Uh-huh.
But my sister was painting her nails and I guess I got in her way, so she pushed me
got in
away,
the
and I
light.
was like what, 7 at the time, maybe.
Yeah, 5, 6, somewhere in there.
Yeah. So young as fuck. She gets angry at me, pushes me away. I fall back, clock my fucking head on the corner of this
On the corner
subwoofer,
of the
cracking my
subwoofer.
fucking head open.
Off to
I
the
don't remember
hospital we
anything
went.
after that, really.
Took him to the hospital, and they're like, "What happened?" I said, "Well, he got in his sister's light while she was painting her nails, and she pushed him." They said, "Ah, well, we'll don't get in your sister's light when she's painting her nails." And so they washed his head up, and they said, we're gonna do staples, and it might sting a little bit." So they go to put the first staple in, and they're warning him. They didn't numb it or anything because it's just real quick. So they put the first staple in, and he goes, "That tickles."
What?
I think he had
Like something turtle would
4 or
fucking
5
say.
staples, and then when I took him to get him out, like 3 weeks later, he's like, "Is it gonna tickle again?" So
Fucking God.
Now, keep in mind, the sister that pushed me into that is the same sister that took me hiking and caused me to get limes. She tried to kill
Yep.
me multiple times.
yep. But you tried to kill her with your dirt bike.
Oh yeah, yeah. She
That's
broke
just
her
returning the
favor,
collarbone.
Mama. Okay, at that point,
she jumped
that's
his dirt bike and broke her collarbone. So
You got some
Almost.
nice
Unless circuitry has any other stories, I have 3.
oh,
Let's hear these.
Go for it.
the only other story that I have is very short. I went to a birthday party at a rolling. I will never roller skate again because of this.
I love
But-
roller skating.
There's one part of the roller skate rink that has the hills that you go up and down over. Yeah, I slipped and fell and landed on my back wrist and hyperextended it. Like my knuckles touched the back of my forearm.
Oh my gosh.
Ow.
I didn't break my wrist, but
You definitely
that-
sprained it.
I sprained it for sure. But the same day, I also won a toy in the claw machine with my other hand. Good hand.
Nice. Nice.
So-
Nice.
Mom, we're going
Yeah.
skiing, or you're going skiing, and I'm going snowboarding this winter.
I'm
Let's
gonna
hope
die.
neither of us gets injured from this.
Right.
I
Yeah.
fucking swear.
Anyway. So,
Sobe.
tell your stories.
So before I tell these stories, they're quick stories, but before I tell this story, I want to say I've never broken a bone.
Lucky.
Because of how many people have breaking bones
Fuck
here.
you.
How many
I
people
think
have
the only
injuries
broken
like that
bones here is
kid
me.
with?
My whole family.
I just find it funny that
Have
I
a
didn't
clean
break a
bill of
bone.
health
My
compared
bone
to
was
y'all.
amputated.
Yeah, he technically
Well-
never broke a bone, but he did lose one or a few.
See, Bella never broke a bone. The doctors broke her bone.
He couldn't
So-
break it because they
So-
removed it.
Yeah.
So I have 3 stories. They're all really quick. I'm going to say them in chronological order. So, 3 months after having my hand amputated, I was playing in the yard and my neighbor's dog got loose. I don't know how big Dalmatians get, but my mom says it was a full-grown Dalmatian.
Oh, wow.
Apparently didn't like
Those are the
me,
big boys.
grabbed me by the leg, and dragged me across the street.
Oh my gosh.
I did not go to. I did go to the hospital, but I didn't require stitches. They basically just cleaned up the blood, gave me a couple band-aids, and sent me home with my mom. Which is why I
Wow.
never included that with the overnight hospital story.
Fair.
Mm.
The second one, a house was being demolished across the street from where I grew up. Me and my brother thought it would be really cool to go play in the rubble of a house that we had
gosh.
known and seen all of our life.
Oh my gosh.
I slipped. Nothing super bad happened except for when I went to get up, there was a jagged piece of metal sticking out of the ground, and I basically almost stigmatized myself.
Oh my god.
The scar is still there on my palm, but it's barely visible, and nobody believes me that it's a scar.
Wow.
And
Been
the
there.
final time was in
Mhm.
high school. I was climbing a city bus station bus stop. I'm not sure if most states have this, but in the north we have bus stations with canopies and like
Mhm.
heaters above it. Just keep people warm in the winter when they're waiting for the bus. My classmates, this was high school, my classmates and I decided, hey, let's climb on top of it while we're waiting for the bus.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah, sure, I'll climb on top of it. I have one hand, but you know what? Everybody's doing it. I'm going to try too.
I swear, this is like Darwin's Awards.
Right?
No, it's not
Pretty
nowhere
much.
near the Darwin Awards. It's close, but it's not quite there yet.
It's
This is
a
just-
I
category.
climb.
No, this
I
is just
climb up it.
90s. This is 90s pastime.
Darwin's ribbon.
Oh, Live by the street lamp, die by the street lamp.
Oh my
Yes.
Hell yeah.
fucking God.
Wow.
I try to climb up it. I get my elbow up like you're trying to pull yourself up.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, I didn't realize there was gravel on top of those fucking things, and I slip off.
Oh my gosh.
I slip off in a way where my legs go under the bus terminal, but my body is still not under the bus terminal, and my leg catches the jagged edge of the bench that people sit on.
Ow. Ow.
It did not bleed. Somehow it didn't bleed. My mom took me to the hospital. They were like, well, it's not bleeding. Yeah, it's an open sore, but we're just gonna clean it up and send him home unless he wants stitches. And at that time I didn't want stitches. So they were like, he's refusing stitches. We're not gonna force him to get stitches, so no, we're just gonna send him home. So yeah, I have a
Wow.
massive scar on my leg where a park bench gouged me. So I can confidently say I got hurt sitting down. Yes.
My fucking
Okay.
God.
So one last thing before we wrap this up for the day. Do we want to take votes on who is the most accident prone here?
Wait, before we do that, to Stealth, do you have any injury?
The closest thing I could think of was when my sister and I were kids playing with broken glass. I grabbed one the wrong way and sliced two of my fingers. Like, it wasn't enough for me to get stitches, but it definitely left scars. Including, and this pisses me off, I used to have a birthmark on my middle finger that's fucking gone now.
Hmm.
I don't know why, but
Who
that
the
just
fuck
reminded
plays
me.
with broken glass.
Shut up!
Fucking God.
Shut
Hey,
up!
this isn't an injury
Okay.
I got, okay?
Sobe, I was 9, she was 7. Fuck off.
Okay.
You were saying, Turtle.
Turtle.
I think he crashed.
1 second.
Nope, he didn't.
Oh, he's alive. He's alive.
Oh, no,
And if
he's
this reminds you of
managing
another
Twitch.
story, I swear to God.
Okay, no. So I have a story where I didn't get injured, but my sister did.
Finally.
Supposedly, how the story goes is I headbutted the window
Oh.
and
Oh,
it
God.
shattered and then sliced my
I-
sister open. But I've heard now that it might have not been me headbutting the window; it was them.
Yeah, they were up on the back of the couch looking out the window, and she put her knee through the window, and she had a gash.
But-
I mean,
Yeah,
that gash was like 2 inches deep and a foot
but
long.
for like 20 freaking years, it was blamed
Yeah.
on me.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep,
unless
and
the sheer amount of
I
force against that
didn't
window
learn-
caused the glass to fly around you, I don't think that's possible.
I didn't
Not
learn
unless it's
the
like a
truth.
poltergeist episode.
I didn't learn the truth until about 10 years ago.
Oh my God.
And I only learned the truth like 5 years ago, if that.
And we learned it today.
Well,
Yeah.
I almost
Well,
like
now
my
we
brother.
now know the truth. We now know everything. So you asked, who's the most accident prone among us?
I think it would be a tie
Okay,
between
Turtle.
me and
I
Turtle.
would say no. I want to say Turtle. I want you to actually point out the
Mother like
person
son.
that you think is the most accident prone based on our stories.
Me?
You. Yep.
because I have the most self-inflicted damage.
Yeah.
So going to
Out
the
of all of
hospital is
us.
always.
Wait, can we take a
going to the
vote on this?
Well, give me a quick second. So going to the
Yeah.
hospital, it's always on accident. You don't go to the hospital on purpose.
Right.
And if you do, I don't want to get into that conversation.
Yeah, but I've broken one
To be
bone
honest-
twice, had limes, a bunch of other shit.
But some of those aren't an accident. Some of those were like nature, like the Lyme's disease. That was a tick. You could.
Oh, but then
you
by
couldn't
your by your
possibly-
own logic that you just said, you don't go to the hospital on purpose. You go to the hospital by accident. So
I'm saying.
are we counting
I'm saying
limes or are
the
we Are we not?
cause.
Actually, we
I'm
do
saying
go to
the-
the hospital
I'm
on
saying
purpose
the
because we
cause.
want to be
Yes.
cured of whatever is going
No,
on.
that's fair.
Yeah.
That's
So
fair.
you're always going
Yeah.
to go to the
So-
hospital on purpose.
The things I have had happen, I think, almost dying from the limes, breaking my wrist twice, cracking my skull open twice. Not really cracking my skull open, but like scar on my forehead. I'm sure there's a scar up on the top of my head somewhere that's just under my hair.
Probably.
I think I have even you beat, Mom.
We need a turtle injury tier list. That's what we need. We just need an A to F and just rank
Somebody
all
read
of his
books.
injuries and everything.
I would have
Just
to like
like-
really sit down and go back to all the way
Every
back to
single
the
medical
beginning.
report, every single thing is just like, what
Well,
the fuck is
yeah.
wrong with your kid, ma'am?
Because
My
I'm betting-
medical record is wild.
yeah, mine
We
is
know who the
insane
lucky
too.
person here is.
Well, to be fair, yeah, I should be dead, to be honest.
Stealth the luckiest person here.
I should
I
be.
mean,
I
really,
should
it's
be dead
like
real,
several
most
times.
of us
The amount
should
of times
be
y'all have hurt
with
yourselves, the
shit
amount of
we've
times my siblings have hurt themselves, I was like, how?
You're lucky.
How have I managed to avoid this shit?
No.
Do you just never
Trick
leave the
question,
house?
The answer is I don't go outside.
Oh, I called it.
Here's the one
I
thing.
have to now.
If the meningitis would have taken me when I was 7 months old, Turtle wouldn't even be here.
Actually, fuck, now that I think about it, two of my siblings' major injuries were both inside. Because my sister was running around, got slammed into the wall by our dog, and
Oh,
my brother
gosh.
tripped on something and smashed his head onto a TV.
Oh my
I
god!
expected you to say my sister was running around with a pair of scissors in her hands, and they just happened to find their way to my jugular.
That would have made more sense than my dog trying to assassinate her.
I don't know.
Also
Maybe your dog
funny.
had a vendetta.
So-
I don't know.
So have we come to a
Talking
conclusion? Is it me or is it my mom? Or do we
It's you.
count
I think it's you.
Sobe for losing his hand?
No.
No, it's you.
No, that's one singular accident.
I'm
Like, here's
putting
what's
you
nice
just
about
slightly
yours
above.
seems to keep going and going and going. I wouldn't be surprised if by this time next year you hurt yourself
Friday
again.
crashed.
At some point,
She crashed, just staring at me, looking pissed
She didn't
off.
appreciate you talking shit about her son.
at some point, you guys are gonna hear on the news of some guy freaking going into a coma because of the craziest thing. And you're like, oh god, it's Turtle, isn't it?
The local DJ fell into a fucking coma after looking at tits.
I'm gonna start watching the
Anyway.
Wisconsin news.
Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and wrap things up. Oh, hang on. Titan in chat. My dad, a couple decades ago, had a BB gun war with his brother out in Texas pastures, and a BB my dad had shot had ricocheted off a nearby tree and almost hit his eye. You'll shoot your eye out. You'll shoot your eye out. Anyway, thank you all for being here for
I've got
episode
almost everything,
98.
my brother.
We most likely will not have an episode next week because it falls on Thanksgiving and most people are going to be off doing things.
So no dead Turkey Day stream.
But
Aw.
we'll talk about Thanksgiving the week after. So we'll talk about what we did
Which
for
I
Thanksgiving
wanted
and
to for.
any of that stuff the week after that. So
We honestly need
Insurance payout.
anyway,
You know,
one,
Turtle.
What?
We did a food. We've talked about food in the most recent ones. What about Thanksgiving feast food or like Christmas Day feast
That's-
food?
that's what we're going to talk about on Thursday in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we'll talk about Christmas,
We're
Thanksgiving
going to talk about
feasts.
Thanksgiving in general, not Christmas, Thanksgiving. We'll talk about
Or we
Christmas
just knock them
when
both out in
Christmas
one
comes
episode.
up. Because,
Holiday
because
feast
we don't
Christmas
know.
is on a Thursday. Christmas night podcast.
Yeah,
Wait, is
we,
it on
we
a
won't.
Thursday?
We
Yes,
most likely
it is.
won't have an episode that week, and again, unless we have enough people available for it, not doing stuff.
I mean, I'll be
We'll
home.
see.
Well,
Okay, well, episode one-
we'll figure that out when it comes up to it. But
We
episode
usually
100 is
celebrate
coming up
everything
here in 3
Christmas Eve,
weeks.
not day of.
Yep,
Anyway,
episode-
let's get this wrapped up. We're dragging on. So thank you all for being here for episode 98 of the Beyond Pixels podcast. You can find us every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time on twitch.tv/turtledude01. You can also find every previous episode over on YouTube under the same name, TurtleDude01. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and put a comment on, like, what's the craziest injury story you have.
Yeah, what's the
I wanna
dumbest way you
hear
hurt
those.
yourself?
We really do want to start reviewing these comments. So the more comments you leave, the more we have to review. So
At some
definitely
point,
leave a
we'll
comment.
stream reviewing them.
And also, if you're
Reviewing them.
if you're one of the fun people that has left a comment in the last couple months saying that you'll enjoy listening to the podcast while you're working, love you. Leave a comment again. Remind me you're still there.
He's so lonely.
Fuck you.
Imagine love.
Why did your
People-
foot just go flying?
People
Anyway,
love
I don't
just
know.
listening
Y'all
to
really
us
didn't like that comment.
yapping our
Anyway.
bullshit while they're working.
And
Anyway,
arguing with each other.
Anyway, so if you like smelly stuff, you can always look down below the stream. You can click the link there, or you can click the link and you can click the link at the bottom of the or in the YouTube description to get 15% off by using code TURTLE at quandle.store/turtledude01. You can buy candles, incense, all sorts of fun stuff like that. All smells amazing, and it is high quality handmade stuff, and it's cheaper than the big box brands of candles as well. Really good stuff. I have a few of them. Highly recommend. And I mean, with the holidays coming up, if you want to get someone candles and they like anime, even better.
I have
What's your
one
favorite
quick
scent?
question about this. I
Pink?
just thought about this, and this is for all the DGens that are in chats. Is there a foot smell? Because you know someone out there wants that.
I'm sure there's one that's
I just
a
clicked
play
on
on
the link.
that, but
The top
Anyway.
seller right now is Peach Mango Piosi candle.
anyway,
Let's-
we're not going to go on that too long here.
I
But
see.
now we're going to go ahead and do the thing we do at the end of every episode and let people shill themselves. So let me look at that. We're going to start with
Fuck you, Little Caesars.
Stealth today.
Little Caesars is
Show
high
yourself.
class. Fuck off. And y'all can find me on twitch.tv/DeltaFox. In a couple hours, we are finally going to be streaming some 7 days. Our last save was going on so long, it was starting to fall apart at the seams, so we have a
Turtle,
new one
wrong
going on
camera.
with more mods.
Wrong camera. Wrong
So
camera.
we'll see y'all then.
Oh, it didn't kick the camera over. What the fuck?
Yeah,
I'm not repeating
wrong
myself.
camera.
Oh, you're good. But let me.
Fuck it, shit.
My
shit,
app is not working. Let me fix it.
I'm just going to stare daggers into your camera.
There we go. Okay, now it's just gonna pop over to that. Okay, fun.
my
Anyway,
shit.
Sobi, show yourself.
Yeah. If you want to join Only Nubs, you can find me in Game Worlds, or you could request off me to add you into Only Nubs. I have no idea how to add people if they're not standing directly in front of me, but I'm trying to figure that out. Bucket shit you'll never forget. And Little Caesars is a struggle food.
Little Caesars
not
is
to
good.
be eaten daily.
Y'all.
Their crazy bread is good. The pizza is like low tier.
I will take
Anyway.
your other hand, Sobi.
Circuitry, show yourself.
I just want to start this off by saying I apologize to Little Caesars. I do like your pizza. The only reason I yelled at you is because your ad was fucking loud when I clicked back to Twitch.
That is
So,
true. Thank y'all's marketing.
Control your volume. But you can find me at kick.com and rumble.com/circuitry. All of my links are available on my X account, Twitch, or not Twitch, or x.com/circuitry, SYRKATRII. All the links are in the bio. You can find it there very, very easily. And if you click Kick, there's a link down there that will take you to Rumble. Same goes with Rumble. If you go to Rumble, look at the description. There's a link that takes you to Kick. So it all feeds in together. I am on YouTube and I am on Twitch, but I don't use those as much as I use Kick and Rumble. So definitely expect me on Kick and Rumble. Come over there, join the stream, have fun with us, and yeah. Otherwise, fuck TikTok.
Okay, and Vampy, shill yourself.
You can find me at twitch.tv/_Bloodworth. I will be streaming later with Stealth and a few other friends, where we're going to be doing 7 days, where me and Ray, or me and Osmosis, have been doing most of the work. Anyways.
Been there.
I've actually somewhat got a schedule going on that only Tuesdays and Fridays are non-stream days. So come and join in. Well, that's it for me. Also, fucking shit.
Okay.
Never
Once again, thank
gargle?
you all for being here. We will see you next, not next week, but 2 weeks from now, and we'll be talking about Thanksgiving. Goodbye.
Thanksgiving.
Happy Turkey Day.
Hey, Quandle, where's Moist Critical's dick?
Show. Never
Why don't you have that
gargle.
smell?